So this past week, I had an absolutely amazing experience. Something brand new in the last year and a half. I actually had an in-person meeting with my mastermind. They're about half of my mastermind because so many people are outside the United States, and I know much of the world is still locked down. But here in Colorado, we're starting to come out of it. And so we had a bit of a hybrid event where half of us were here and half of us were virtual. And it was complex. It was all new, like everything else for the last year and a half. We had to figure some things out. But it was just an incredible meeting. And I loved being with people. And we all loved being together after a year and a half of being apart. But in any case, one of the conversations I had was with Jeff Brewer. And Jeff said something that really, it's like, wow, yeah, that, you just nailed it. And he said that when people are first getting into this business, into this online business, this online world, and they're thinking about, they're thinking about the possibilities, but they're also worried about some things, or they're wondering about things. And a lot of times they think that the hard thing is going to be selling stuff. It's going to be making the sale. It's going to be convincing people to buy from you. But in reality, the hard thing is getting results for people. Because if you are willing to just promise the moon, whether you deliver it or not, you can sell stuff. There's all kinds of unethical things you can do, or things that are in the gray area, or maybe things that you do with the best of intentions, or maybe there's an offer like what we call the black box offer, where we used to see this in my market of teaching entrepreneurship, of teaching people how to grow an online business. We don't see this as much anymore, but there used to be these black box offers, we would call them, which is, in other words, you just talk about the amazing results people are going to get, but you never actually talk about how they're going to get it. So they're sort of buying this mystery box, not a metaphorical mystery box, that has some magical system that, like, they put some magical button somewhere and magically money's going to appear. Thankfully, that doesn't happen as much these days as it used to, but back in the Wild West days of this online world, that happened a lot. Easy to promise the moon, to promise some magical results, you can make sales. But the reality is you're not going to continue to make sales. You're like the traveling salesman who comes through a town and has some magic potion and then gets out of town before anyone can figure out the magic potion doesn't work. You can sell magic potion. No matter what your market, you can sell magic potion, but unless that magic potion actually gets results for people, then you don't have a business. You have this fly-by-night, scheme. The tough thing about this business is getting results for people. And I think, when you look at the longevity that I have had, I've been teaching people how to launch online since 2005, October of 2005. And my business has grown every year, and it's bigger now than it's ever been. I was just talking to a couple students who built multi-million-dollar businesses, multiple multi-million-dollar businesses in Mexico, teaching all their work is in Spanish. And they started off just getting my book and building from there. That's why I have succeeded over this time, is because, well, first of all, my formula, the product launch formula, gets results, but it teaches a process that gets my students results. That launch formula, if you follow it, especially the seed launch, it will enable you to create a product that in an interactive fashion with the people in your market, whether it's you're teaching meditation or tennis or weaving or basketry or painting or tennis. I think I already said tennis or painting. It doesn't. If you follow the formula, your students will get results. And that's how you have a business, by getting results for people, not by selling a lot of stuff. Yes, you have to sell. You have to sell effectively. You have to market. You have to market effectively. But unless you actually can deliver the results, you're not going to build a business. And the way you build a business is by getting those results and leaning into getting those results for your people. And the beautiful thing is everyone's happier. You're happier. You're delivering a great product. You've created, maybe you even end up creating a mission among your people. Maybe you even create a cause. Maybe you even create a revolution and change lives. And in doing that, you end up creating an incredible business. So just remember that. The difficult part about this business isn't making the sale. It's about getting results and lean into getting those results for your clients. So wherever you're watching this, I'm Jeff Walker. Scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.